I love how you can communicate with other people in Spanish. And actually, I love how you can understand the jokes in Spanish that you cannot do in English, or it doesn't make sense in English. So I just love that. I'm Paulina Mendoza Sanches, and my major is Spanish. I am from Riverdale, California, and I attended high school over there. But actually, I was a sophomore when I got to that high school, because I studied in Mexico. I was born here in Salinas, California, and then when I was about 2 years old, my parents and I went back to Mexico, and then we came back 14 years after. It was very hard, mainly because of the language, because I didn't speak any English. I barely knew how to say, hi, how are you? And it was very hard to communicate with other people, especially the teachers and my classmates. So it was very hard. It was a very hard job to learn English. After graduating high school, I went to West Hills in Limor, and I did my 2 years of general education, and then I transferred to Fresno State. Following graduation, I applied to the credential program, the single subject credential program, and actually I was accepted yesterday. I think it's important to speak multiple languages because you have double the opportunities. Myself, I speak Spanish and English, and I feel that speaking those two languages helped me to get a job, because I worked in schools, in 3 different schools, and that helped me to communicate with kids, but also with the parents of those kids. That I could see how those kids who didn't speak English felt very shy because they didn't understand, and I just felt like I could feel their feelings. It's very rewarding because I see some kids that are in the same situation I was, and being able to help them and to communicate with them either in Spanish or English, it was very comforting. One thing I am grateful for right here in the United States is the education, because as I lived in a very small town, there wasn't any big university or big school, so I had to move out from the town to go to the university. So I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to study and to get a career here in the United States. It makes me proud to look back and see that my first job here in the United States was working in a school. Because I didn't speak any English, I always imagined getting a job maybe in the field or in a store, or maybe where I didn't have to talk with people because I didn't know how. And it makes me so proud to see that I was able to get a job where I was constantly talking to kids or parents or answering phone calls. It makes me proud. Okay, so I would like to thank first my parents, because I know that they have worked really hard for me to have all the necessary tools to have a good education, and I know they have just go above and beyond for me to be here right now. Okay, so I would like to thank my sister, because I am following her footsteps, and I also want to thank her because she has been my main support system, and she has helped me so much to be where I am right now. And I don't know, I'm just so happy to being able to count on her.